when you guys walked through the door, did you guys just start looking for plants?
I felt like we were Scooby-Doo and the crew. Like we were on the case. Hey, Scoob. The plane's going down. And Fertilizer Frank. All this week.
On Inappropriate with Jim and Steve.
Hey, welcome back to another episode of Inappropriate. I'm Jim.
I'm Steve.
And we're back again for another week. Whoa, so, dust myself off.
Did you hear about the person that opened the door on a plane?
No.
So,
Why didn't I hear about this? That's my wife's biggest fear.
a plane in Korea, it was descending, so it was going to land. And some fucking douchebag, I think he was trying to kill himself. He opens up the fucking door on the fucking plane.
Holy shit.
And I think they tackle him or whatever it is. But there's a video on the internet. You can find it. And it's just the fucking door's open and people are just like leaning back. And
Yeah, because that'll suck you out.
yeah, I always thought you couldn't open a door.
Like the pressure would...
Yeah, like the pressure keeps it
the
closed.
speed, you would think. Does it open out or does it open in? It should
It
open
opens out.
Right.
I think it opens out. I think
That'd be hard as hell.
Yeah. So I think the reason he was able to do it is that it was landing, and they were about 700 feet from the ground, and that's when he fucking opened it. Yeah, because I think if you're up high enough, like that,
It's pressurized,
cold,
yeah.
it's pressurized, and plus people would fucking probably pass out because there's no air, and it would suck all the air out. But yeah, dude, when you watch the fucking video, not to fucking laugh at it, but people are fucking holding on for fucking dear life, like, because it is just a whirlwind of air, like just getting sucked out of it. But I was like, how does that fucking happen? The seatbelt light's on, so they can't get.
Should have had a seatbelt on.
Yeah.
There should be some other type of lock on it, you would think.
Yeah, they should at least have like fucking like that little chain that they that they put on it, so you can't fucking open it or something like that. You're in that scenario, all right?
Oh,
you're on the plane, all right? Your fight or flight is this like a fight or flight kick? What do? You see the guy running up to the front. I mean, you don't know why he's running up to the front. He could be running up because he's got
nobody
shit or something.
Nobody should be running on a plane. That's dead giveaway. Dead giveaway.
Yeah, and then you see him fucking with the door, trying to fucking. I always think it's like a safe door, like with the big circle, and you gotta like spin it to open.
Now I would say pre-2001, nobody moves. Post 2001, homeboy getting beat down.
Well, nobody beat this fucking guy.
Well,
now.
Asians are a little too nice. You know what I mean? They're a little too respectful.
First things first. When you get on a plane, if you're in the emergency exits, they ask you, in the event of an emergency,
can we count on you?
Can we count on you?
What you're supposed to do?
So one, when you watch the video, the dude by the emergency exit is a bitch. so
he ain't doing shit.
He's scared as shit. He's gonna get sucked out of this fucking plane. But it was his job to stop that guy.
So he lied, basically.
Yeah, he fucking is a liar. But, all right, so let's say Jim is on a plane from Vietnam to Korea. And you get... I'm trying not doing the accent. But you...
and I'm sitting in...
you're in the emergency room.
Okay, you be the stewardess. I'll be the guy.
All right.
I'll be Jim.
All right, let's do it. Let's fucking...
I got my headphones on.
Hello. You're an emergency exit. Are you able to maintain the possibility of people come to the door?
I can handle that.
If somebody runs up to the door, what are you going to stop them? I don't know why I'm whispering. But trying not to be as offensive.
I will stop them.
All right.
Yes, thank you.
Thank you. See you later. Jesus Christ. And then the person comes up to the door and starts fucking yanking on.
I waited my whole life to beat this guy down.
Because in my mind, and this is what I think in my mind, you want to be the fucking hero. Like you want to hear this. I don't want to die.
That's where my motivation would come from.
If the guy had like a pen or something, maybe I wouldn't do it because he might stab me. But
so any weapon,
yeah, anything that could be determined, paper clip,
you're bowing out.
Yeah, it could stab me in the ear and then go right to my brain and I die. So maybe I wouldn't do it there. But if he's just trying to yank on that door,
you got him.
You ever see those videos on TikTok where they slap the motherfucker and knock him out? It's like,
like that one guy that did that to that guy in a wheelchair.
Don't know who that is. Don't know who that is.
But like, I wouldn't do it to be like the hero. I think that is.
I would want the fame and glory.
See, I don't need to be on like the Asian Jay Leno.
You want to be?
I don't need to. You
want to be?
I don't need to do that circuit.
Rally Ripoff.
Jesus Christ. I can't edit a whole episode.
Yeah, keep some of this.
We're not gonna have anything left.
That's what I want. I want to be on TV. I want to be fucking Sully, like the guy.
But that's your 15 minutes of fame. But that's guaranteed. That's it. Like that's all you got. There's not going to be any more. Like they're just using you for that show, and you're bouncing around to this morning show, that morning show.
Sure. I guess
those people make money. They get an appearance fee to go on those shows, but I don't know. It can't be any life changing money.
No, probably not. But I mean, what else am I doing? I might as well.
That's true.
I might as well fucking try. I was like, get up, punch that Vietnamese guy in the face, and I'd be like, I'm getting on Kelly Ripa, bitch.
I love that your life goal is get on Kelly Ripa.
I don't know why.
Is she on TV? Like, is she even on TV anymore?
I don't know. I think it's because I heard she has her own podcast now. So she probably gets more views than us.
Who doesn't have their own podcast? Any asshole with a microphone can have a podcast.
Yeah, everybody gets their own podcast. But I'll tell you what, Kelly Ripa isn't talking about punching people in the face. I feel like if I saw the guy grabbing the door and I'm in the emergency exit,
he wouldn't have to touch the door because there's no reason for him to be in front of me.
Yeah, and he's like running to the door. He's like, almost doing an accent again. He's running to the door.
I mean, you gotta be like,
he's like, I gotta open, and he's just like trying to or just doing something like kamikaze. I don't know. He's just like, I would let him get all the way around the corner and then grab the door because I'd be like, does this motherfucker have a weapon? And then once I saw the motherfucker didn't have a weapon, I'd be like, all right, he's grabbing that door. His hands are tied. So I'm gonna sucker punch the shit out of this motherfucker.
Yeah, but then you gotta time it because if you time it wrong and he gets that door open,
and I get sucked out,
then you get sucked out.
I know.
So you either act fast or you don't act at all. You tighten that seatbelt.
So
it's only one or two choices you got, and you got to make it immediately.
So now we're talking. I'm probably leaning more to tighten my seatbelt. But think of that. If you punch him in the face and knock him out and then save all those people, there's all those people, even though they were descending and they were everyone was ended up being safe. Even the guy who was opening the door, he got tackled and
I mean, he was going to try to kill himself. So you saved his life.
Yeah. I saved his life and everybody else on the plane. So I saved 100 people's lives. So I feel like they should at least all give me $100.
You got your Cash App out.
Venmo me.
Or it goes the other way. Just like that dude in, I think it was New York subway. That homeless guy was assaulting everybody on the bus.
Sexually? Or just...
I don't know about sexually.
If it's sexually, then I just really just let that happen.
The guy had multiple arrests for assault, and he was assaulting like a whole train full of people. And this, I think he was in the military, guy. I'm not sure exactly, but he stepped up, put the guy in a chokehold, and subdued him. The guy ended up dying. Now the guy's charged with murder.
No, really?
It's going on right now.
That's fucking Con Air. That's a fucking Con Air right there, dude. Remember in Con Air?
No, I don't
fucking Nicolas Cage, his guy started saying shit to his wife. He punched the dude in the face, fucking killed him, went to fucking jail. Not to be outdued, is that the word?
Outdone.
Outdone. Not to be outdone. Many people consider Robert De Niro one of the best actors, but when you, in that same breath, you speak Al Pacino, and not to be outdone by Robert De Niro, Al Pacino decided that he also was going to have a kid at 82 years old.
Jesus.
With his 29-year-old wife.
I didn't even realize that it was a different old dude. I thought it was the same old dude that we talked about before. I thought it was De Niro.
No, yeah. The two guys in Heat talking across that table have both decided to have kids in their late 70s.
Like a wrinkled up ball sack. Dipped in self-tanner.
So there is a debate, all right? There was a debate a few weeks ago.
His girlfriend is hot, though.
Yeah, yeah. All right. Who is sexier? All right. Al Pacino or Robert De Niro?
God.
Let's
look
compare
like the same person.
In their prime. In their prime, I think
Al Pacino.
Really? Why do you say Al Pacino?
Al Pacino and Scarface?
Yeah, but what about like Robert De Niro and like Cape Fear? Robert De Niro and Cape Fear has like a football player body.
Yeah, but he always had that gremlin look. Do you know what I mean? Kind of always.
Are you sure you know who Al Pacino?
I know.
Robert De Niro.
Yeah, De Niro.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, see me. I have to say, I think young and old, I think I have to lean more towards Robert De Niro.
I mean, I'm not so hot on them regardless of their age.
If you had to bang one, which one would it be? Old.
Say hello to my little friend.
Pacino for you. Don't you feel like that's a disservice to the kid?
Oh, yeah.
That kid, when he turns 18, Robert,
they're dead.
He's 100 years old.
He's dead.
like
he's gonna die when he's 10 or 12.
Yeah, like what,
he has no parts in raising the kid. He can't do shit. You know what I mean?
He just old man walk over to him and he's just like,
I mean, that's a great grandfather, basically.
Yeah.
Could they be in love? Maybe. Highly doubt.
Yeah,
I mean, it's highly suspect. What does a 29-year-old and an 82-year-old have in common? No one has anything in common with an 82-year-old.
No.
I don't care what you did, how good you looked when you were younger. When you're 82, it is fucking melting. Your skin is melting off of your bones. Do you think
when she took off her clothes, he was like, hooah! Hooah! Hooah!
Like,
she's got a great ass.
Like, everything in him is sagging, and his Viagra dick is just bing.
I know. Yeah, that's the other thing. Like, it wasn't. He didn't get that. I mean, I feel like an 82. Like, it's not a natural one that you get.
Fuck no. Hey, what do you even care? At 82.
Yeah, I know.
I
God,
know he's
here
banged.
we go down a rabbit hole about another old people for another week.
Did I ever tell you about that kid growing up? We called him Fertilizer Frank.
No. I wish I knew this, but no.
I can't believe I haven't told this story. There's a group of us, and And Frank was kind of an outlier. Nobody ever really hung out with him.
Part of me wanted you to say that he was like the ringleader, and you were like Frank and the Fertilizer boys.
No, not
Fertilizer.
He was always weird enough that he only hung out when everyone else was hanging out, because nobody, like, you weren't spending the night over Frank's house.
Okay.
Do you know what I mean?
I don't know the story, but okay.
But
yeah.
I'm saying, like, he was the kid that, like, you kept him at arm's length.
Okay, yeah.
So anyway,
He was like a school friend.
yeah, but he lived close by.
Yeah.
I called my one buddy and I'm like, hey man, you want to come out? We were like maybe 10th grade, maybe 9th, 10th. He was like, nah man, I'm punished. I'm like, oh, well, what the fuck you do? He was like, I didn't do shit, man. My mom thinks I ruined all her fucking plants. I was like, oh, okay. Didn't pay no mind. A week later, one of my other buddies, he was like, dude, my mom punished me for ruining her fucking plants, her house plants. And we're like, oh, okay. All right. Whatever. Life goes on. So then I had a little get together at my house.
God, you've always had parties at your house.
Yeah, because my parents were never home.
Okay.
Because they went away every weekend up the mountain. Like Monday or whatever it was. And my stepmother, she had a bunch of plants on the porch. Was like, what'd you do to my plants? I was like, I didn't touch your plants. She was like, there's shit all over them. Like, what the fuck you? I didn't touch any plants. Something's going on with the plants.
That's when you drew the line. You were like,
right.
Something
Now
going on.
Now it's crossed the border. You know now.
Yeah.
So like we're talking and we're like, what? So what happened to your plants? What happened to your plants? Nobody knows what happened to plants, right? So my one buddy goes, my mom thinks I jizzed in the plants.
That must have been a rough conversation to have with your mom.
I'm like, not a chance. Not a chance.
Did you see the plants?
No, it's just she had like 1 million plants on the front porch.
So she just started yelling at you about the plants, and you were just like,
I never touched it. Yeah, you know what I mean? Like, and like,
so
that's where it ended.
Why go look at it because you didn't do anything?
Right, like
it
could have been the dog or the fucking, one of the other
Yeah.
kids running around. So we started this investigation. Because, I mean, I didn't frame myself.
Yeah. So you were instantly in the clear between the
so,
Hardy Boys.
So the only one that could have been doing it was Frank. None of us ever gone over Frank's house. Like we were like he was. If we went and knocked on his door, which was rare, like his mom would be like, "I'll get them," and they'll come out. So we had to devise a plan.
Hey guys.
Yeah, to get into Frank's house, because if he's busting nuts on everybody else's plants.
So you thought, like, if you got into his house and looked at his plants,
we would find evidence.
Like, if there's jizz on his plants, then we know that he jizzed on our plants.
Right.
Which, I mean, in theory, makes sense.
Right.
But why would you jizz on your own plants?
Why would you jizz on a plant?
Touche.
Frank was talking about it. I think it was the first year that Madden came out, whatever year that was, and somebody can look it up. My buddy was like, I'm going to get Madden first, and we'll go over his house to play it. So my buddy got Madden.
That's fucking some elaborate planning.
And we went over Frank's house.
God, when you guys walked through the door, did you guys just start looking for plants?
I felt like we were Scooby-Doo and the crew. Like we were on the case. Hey, Scoob.
Yeah. You just walked in.
Scoob. So we walked in, we go upstairs, and I'm looking, everything looks normal. Totally fucking
They had
normal.
plants all around their house?
Not a lot. I wouldn't have walked in and goes, oh, got him.
Yeah, okay.
I mean, it was like a whatever. I don't know what kind of plants they were. Just a normal amount you would see in a fucking house.
No jizz.
I mean, I didn't inspect them, but
yeah,
So we go up in his room and we're playing, and his bed is like up against the wall, and it half covers one of his windows. If you know what I mean, because the room's
smaller. So yeah.
I see it peeking out the top of his headboard. One of those lucky bamboo trees, little bamboo trees you get at the mall. And I'm like, I got to get over there.
Yeah. Fucking bamboo tree. Fucking sit on top of his...
Well, behind his headboard, but like on the window ledge.
God
that you couldn't see it, but it was peeking out the top of his headboard, like behind it.
In my mind, I have so many thoughts.
And I'm like, I got to get over there. I got to fucking... But he was sitting on that edge of the bed, so it'd be weird for me to like reach over him to like...
Yeah.
So I made my way, so I was kind of like perpendicular with the wall.
Did you point it out to the other Hardy Boys, or were you just like...
One of them. One, my buddy Jeff. We locked eyes.
Bamboo fucking shit over here.
So I made my way while he was playing, and I looked over, and I'm not gonna lie to you, it looked like a goddamn melted candle was at someone's seat.
Really?
It fucking looked like a goddamn candle with one fucking leaf off the top.
It's so fucking gross. Really?
Oh god.
Oh my god. Over his bed is a fucking tree that he jerked off on all the time.
I guess he used it as like aiming. I don't know, but hence the name Fertilizer Frank.
That is so fucking crazy. Like, so what happens once you see it?
Well, I got my...
got him, guys. Look at this fucking plant.
It was so absurd and over the top. I froze.
Really?
Because it was so weird. What do you say? Because in that moment in my hand, I could ruin that kid's life.
I mean, it was just you and the Hardy Boys.
Word spreads.
Yeah. Okay.
You know what I mean? Yeah. Like, and he was already like a weird kid, but I mean, this is weird. Well, this is really weird. And
it's like one of those strange addiction shows, like where people are obsessed with
eat rocks and shit.
Yeah, and they're like in love with fucking Airwolf, the helicopter and Airwolf, or the Eiffel Tower. I saw one where
we laughed so fucking hard.
I mean,
and my one buddy wanted to fucking kick his ass because he got him punished.
Yeah,
his mom thinks he jizzes in her plants.
No, it's so crazy. Like, he walked into your house. He walked into your parents' house. And was like this, and it was like this.
Fully evacuate.
And was like, oh, look at that fucking plant.
Look at that snake plant.
Oh my god.
Look at that tropical. Look at that bonsai.
Phernalopolis castrominus.
I'm gonna cover that.
He's.
I mean, the dude must be like a ninja because no one saw him.
You didn't hear him yell, dropping loads?
Sure.
Dropping loads.
Oh, God.
That is so... do you know now future Fertilizer Frank?
No,
is he still...
No, because after graduation, I never saw the guy again.
I'll tell you what.
And he's not on social media.
That's the fucking craziest thing I fucking... Fertilizer Frank, if you are out there...
Wherever you are,
if you want to come on this show and explain your side of the story. Maybe Jim was jerking off on plants. But we would love to hear from you if you're out there.
Oh, gosh. So, follow us on all the socials.
Yep. Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, Twitter at Inappropriate with Jim and Steve.
And thanks for everybody for sharing the podcast. I know some of you have, so I appreciate it. Keep it up.
And if you are an old person that has sex with someone, or you're Frank the Fertilizer Man, give us a call at 856-THE-JJSS.
For Inappropriate, I'm Jim.
I'm Steve.
And we'll see you next week.
Got a monster inside of me. You better watch out if you ignite me. A road ahead of full prophecy to be the greatest beast the world has ever seen. I feed him every day like the bones clean. I feed him all the hate and he grows me. And he gets claws real big, pissed off quick. And if you cross him, you might drop dead. Metaphorically, of course, settling the score. Never getting bored, loves the blood and gore. Always wanting more freedom from the source. They don't really understand until they feel the force departed. If you start shit, you'll be heartless in the darkness. Torn apart quick, you left scars ripped. You'll be chewed up and discarded. And this world ain't right, won't accept it. Negative energy, I expect it. Once it's in your mind, it's infectious. So fight for your life and reject it. You better give me space, I'm protective. My adrenaline